Okay. Hi, Carlos. Now you're here. Oh, hi, Sarah.
Hi.
Oh, honey, welcome. It's so good to see you. Oh my gosh.
You too. Look at that fancy microphone you have.
Oh, I know, right? I know. Thanks. I
You
appreciate
look
it.
like you have like a podcast and all this stuff. Like I'm official now.
Right? I know exactly. That was the intention, actually. Oh, honey, we were. So, can you see me fine? Can you hear?
Yeah?
Everything's fine? Okay. So,
Yeah.
we have here our guest. It's a very important, very special guest, people. They are already here. I think I'm still on Instagram, but the stream is on YouTube. So, we are live on YouTube.
Oh
Um,
wow.
yes, yes, yes. So once again, I want to say thank you for taking the time. I know you have a very busy life. And your mom told me the other day you start working at 6 a.m. and you just finish your day after 6 p.m. I mean, this is crazy.
Sometimes later than that.
Oh my gosh. But even when you start at 6 in the morning,
Yeah.
go, girl.
Honey, you're one to talk. You do the same.
Oh yeah,
You used to work that much too.
but not, yeah, that actually. É, vocês estão entendendo, gente? Eu estou parabenizando a Sarah porque ela. Just let me explain what we are talking about
Sure.
to them. Eu estou parabenizando a Sarah porque ela tirou um tempo aqui com a gente e ela trabalha. Ela, outro dia a mãe dela comentou que ela começou o dia dela às 6 da manhã e terminou 6 da tarde. E às vezes até mais tarde que isso, só parou para almoço. Então, assim, ela realmente tirou um tempo para estar aqui com a gente hoje. Hi, Kalinka, how you doing? Hi, everybody. Welcome. Então, assim, eu tô agradecendo porque realmente, daí ela até tirou sarro, porque eu falei, you go, girl. E ela falou, você também fazia isso antes? Quando eu fui para lá, quando eu fui para lá, eu também trabalhava manhã, tarde e noite, de segunda a sexta e sábado, o dia todo. E eles achavam um absurdo tanto que eu trabalhava. E hoje ela é empreendedora e ela está fazendo a mesma coisa. Vocês estão conseguindo me ouvir legal aí no chat? Vocês estão conseguindo ver? Recepção, tá tudo certo? Yes, yes, yes. Aqui apareceu uma mensagem para mim, mas eu acho que tá tudo ok. Só me dá um retorno aí, ok? Que daí eu vou começar. E vocês tendo curiosidades, coloque aí no chat, beleza? Ok. I think we are ready to go. Ok. Pessoal do Instagram, corre pro YouTube. A live está sendo transmitida lá. Not on Instagram, on YouTube, okay, everybody? All right. Okay, honey, I would like you to start, just by introducing yourself, your name, where you're from, what you do, how old you are, what you do with your life.
Oh my goodness.
Feel free to
How
talk
many
about.
students do you have right now?
Oh, right now? I don't know how many here. Oh, they are not only my students. I have students and followers.
Oh.
Yeah, on YouTube and on Instagram. Right now, I don't know how many on Instagram. I can't see it. I think 6 here on YouTube and a few more on Instagram.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. My name is Sarah Lind. I think you all talked to my mom last week.
Yeah, we did.
Yes? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm from Denver, Colorado, the United States. It's snowing here right now, Fair.
I know.
I am 37 years old. I will be 38 this year. I work as a doula. I don't know if you guys know this word. Yes, doula. And I also train doulas and I teach, so I run my own school for doulas. So just like Fair, you have a school, I have a school too. So I teach and I work a lot. And I also have my license in herbal medicine, so I do a lot of that. And I have a big garden, so I like to grow plants and herbs and make medicine out of them a lot in my spare time.
Oh, can I just
Yeah.
go,
Yeah.
just tell?
So
Not, I don't want to translate every word, but I want to make sure they are getting what you're saying.
they understand, yeah.
Ok. Pessoal, eu não sei se vocês aí no YouTube entenderam o que a Sarah acabou de colocar. Me dá um feedback aí, como é que tá a recepção para vocês do vídeo. O que ela falou foi que ela tem 37 anos, vai fazer 38 esse ano. Ela começou dizendo o nome dela, Sarah Land, que ela é de Denver, Colorado, que tá nevando lá agora. Ela falou isso porque ela sabe que eu sou uma eterna apaixonada pela neve, e eu sei que está nevando. It is snowing. It is the best time of the year when it snows. É a melhor época do ano para mim, quando neva. E ela tá falando, ela chamou atenção por causa disso. Aí ela contou que ela trabalha como doula. Aqui no Brasil, eu vejo que nós falamos doula, se eu não estou enganada. Porque a escrita ou é igual ou é parecida. Doula. O que é isso? É você ter uma profissional da área da saúde, a mãe, né, a gestante, ter uma profissional, gestante e lactante, para os primeiros momentos com seu filho, desde antes do parto, no parto, nos primeiros, especialmente as primeiras semanas, entendeu? Ela também, no tempo livre dela, ela gosta de plantar ervas. Aliás, ela faz alguns medicamentos, porque ela, eu não sei se ela comentou aqui, mas ela é formada, ela tem também uma base em enfermagem. Então, ela estudou muito essa parte de medicina natural e ela gosta, no tempo livre dela, de mexer com planta, com o jardim dela. Não sei se vocês lembram que a Terry prefere plantar flores e os filhos já preferem vegetais, legumes, plantas mesmo, verde, né? E ela entende um pouco do português.
Sim, entendi.
I know, you've always been so good at it. Oh my gosh.
I need to practice so much more. You and I should have a lesson. We need to do Portuguese lessons.
I know. The thing is, I don't like teaching Portuguese.
Oh.
It's so
okay.
I mean, I can do it as I do in English, like communication.
Yeah.
But not the rules,
well,
not
fine.
the grammar. Because the grammar in Portuguese language is really hard. I think, gente, eu acho que tá travando para vocês, é isso? I think the connection is not going completely through. Let me see what we are going to do. What are we going to do?
I can hear you just fine.
Ok. Ok, no, hold on. Pessoal que tá aqui ao vivo comigo no Instagram, corre pro YouTube que é lá a live, beleza? Eu vou encerrar aqui. Eu vou encerrar o vídeo. Aí. Eu acho que do jeito que eu fiz aqui, eu acho que eu compliquei. Pessoal, me dá um retorno se para vocês está melhor agora que eu saí do Instagram. Por gentileza, aí eu tô de olho aqui. O Paulo falou que tá travando, né, Paulo? The video for them is just getting stuck in the middle of your speech and your answers. And it was not supposed to get that.
Aw.
Yeah. It has stopped a few times, so. But I was on Instagram too, and I don't think this is a very good idea. Ok. Alright, então eu preciso só que vocês me falem aí, tô olhando o chat, como é que tá a recepção agora, tá? Por gentileza. Just let me know how it's going, how it's working. Okay, so you can continue, please. You were talking about your free time activities. Actually, when you're free, you work.
Yeah. Pretty much. I work doing the things I like to do, like planting and in my garden. And when we go to the mountains, we do what's called wildcrafting. So I go out and I look for plants in the mountains that I can make medicines out of. Or we'll get on the four-wheelers with the tractor and we'll go for a trail ride. But while we're on the trail, I'm always working and looking for plants and stuff like that too.
I see. So this is what you've been doing on your weekends?
We've been going to the mountains a lot, yeah. To the mountain house, and then Christopher's grandma's house, we are remodeling it. So we've been doing a lot of that on the weekends.
Oh, I
And then my
see.
parents just started remodeling here. So we've been doing a lot of housework for this winter, I guess. Everybody is during a pandemic because they're at home and they're sick and tired of the color of the walls and stuff. So everybody's remodeling.
Yeah. Eu perguntei para ela o
Yeah.
que
Is
que
it
ela...
the same there?
It's more expensive to do anything here when it comes to decoration, remodeling, painting. Well, not painting, but it's not like we do these things as much as you guys do. It's a little more complicated here for us. So I don't think there are many Brazilian people just remodeling their houses unless, of course, they take the time, or because we don't do that ourselves. We hire people to do that. And you don't want strangers in your house during the pandemic.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
We do all of it ourselves.
So. Yeah. Eu perguntei para ela justamente assim, o que ela tem feito no final de semana, porque ela fala para mim que mesmo quando ela está trabalhando, ela está descansando no tempo livre dela, ela vai fazer caminhada, ela vai fazer, puxa, eu esqueci o nome do esporte que ela faz lá nas montanhas. Eles têm uma propriedade nas montanhas e quando eles vão para lá, os esportes que ela faz, ela falou, Fernanda, eu fico atrás justamente de ervas, de plantas. Então ela não para nunca. Ela tá entendendo, por isso que ela tá dando risada. Ela não para nunca. You are getting what I'm saying, aren't you?
I intend to, yes.
Anyways, exactly. Remember Borges saying that? Exactly. Remember this?
Exactly.
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 Yeah. E ela também disse que eles têm no final de semana, Christopher é o namorado dela, um namorado já de longa data. A avó dele, eles estão reformando a casa dela. Ela já faleceu, então eles estão reformando a casa dela. E, ao mesmo tempo, os pais, não sei se vocês lembram que a Terry falou na semana passada que ela começou a reformar, não é refazer, remodelar, como é que é? Remodeling? Reformar. Alguns cômodos. Então, eles têm feito muito trabalho de construção, não seria, né? Seria mais essa restauração, pintura, reforma. Então, é o que ela falou, que dessa pandemia as pessoas estão ficando cansadas de olhar para as cores das suas paredes. Aí ela perguntou se não é a mesma coisa no Brasil. Só que minha mãe mesmo pinta a própria casa, se ela quiser, alguns, né? Ela mexe com decoração e tal, mas normalmente o brasileiro paga pra gente, né? Ter isso feito. E eles fazem muito isso lá, é muito mais prático para eles, entendeu? Então é isso que ela tá falando. Honey, you know what I would love you to talk about? I'd like you to tell them your experience here in Brazil. You don't need to go all the very beginning, why you first came here, because, but what your experience was for you. What's your honest opinion about Brazil? I know you like Brazil, but why do you like Brazil and Brazilian people? If you have ever, considered living here. So just your view on Brazil and our nation and our, culture.
So I've been to Brazil 2 times or 3 times. I don't remember.
The first time, 2 times.
2 times. So the first time we went and did a lot of traveling around Brazil, right? Remember we went to Rio and Sao Paulo and Iguazu, and Brazil's a beautiful country. And it's so big. But I think that my favorite time was the second time when we came. We got to stay in Maringá, and I think that you guys have a simpler way of life. And you're very grateful for just the things that you have. I learned a lot about that when I was there, and I still think about that a lot. And the people that I got to know in Maringá, you guys are so friendly. And there isn't a worry about who you're hanging out with or going out, there's not. It's different in Rio, I'm sure. It's different in other places than in Maringá, but we could go out at night and be in the streets, and we were safe and we were okay. And we didn't have to There wasn't crime or anything to worry about, you know. And I think that what I really enjoyed about that was just kind of, it's not so busy, it's not so hustle and bustle, and you guys get to know each other on, there really is a sense of community in Maringa, you know, and your neighbors and people around you and people in the park. Remember that day we went and played in the park with the
Yes.
big statue? And we
Yes.
just had so much fun. You know, we don't do that kind of stuff here. And we don't party all night long and do any of that kind of stuff. We don't have as much fun, I think. But everybody was always so welcoming. And even though I couldn't speak Portuguese, um, I tried, and everybody tried to understand, and it was never a problem, you know. Um, so yes, I've considered moving to Brazil a long time ago. I would have loved to have come and stayed with you and your family, and learn the language and learn more about your culture. And man, the food is so good there. We would eat and eat and eat, and I love that. You know, just doing things, it's just different than the way our life is here. You know, you and your sister shared a room for a long time, and here we don't do that. We all live like separately, you know, we all are kind of not involved in our lives as much. Well, maybe my family is, but that's not typical of Americans, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, but
What?
unfortunately, things have changed a little here in my city. I mean, I live
Yeah,
2 blocks from my parents, and sometimes, depending on the time, I don't have the courage to walk up there because there
that's
are,
okay.
yeah. So this kind of thing was not at
It's
that time.
changed.
Yeah, it's changed. Yeah, but but it's funny. When I was in America, I did not miss these things. It's funny. When I was in America, I really learned with you that when it's 6 o'clock, it's okay to stop and have dinner. You don't need to go
Yeah.
all night long until 10 p.m. working. And I used to work until 10 p.m. So for me, it was like,
Yeah.
what? You guys don't work? Yes, you work, but you work in a smart way. You don't work as a slave. No, but that's how I felt at that time, you know?
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
was
it's
like,
different.
yeah, I was like, oh, that's so smart. That's so interesting. Because I have some friends that they do just like the movies. They work until 4:30, 5 o'clock p.m. And then they go home. They have dinner with their family. And then they do the dishes together. And then they have some series late at night. And then they go to bed. And it's 10:30. And I'm like, 10:30, I'm still showering and I haven't even, had dinner.
Had dinner yet. Yeah.
Exactly.
Same with me sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah. But now, because your life has changed, because now you're the boss of yourself. You're the boss of you now. You don't have a boss. But remember when you did, there were
Yeah.
days you could get so stressed, but there was a
Oh
limit
my
for you
gosh.
to go back home. I mean,
Yeah.
you wouldn't go straight to 8 p.m. Well, sometimes, yeah, but not like a rule. When we are
Yeah.
entrepreneurs, when we are business people, we don't have that. Sometimes you have to work
Right.
until very late at night. So for me,
Yeah.
these things were what attracted me, the most in American lifestyle. Like, how to stop, how to appreciate dinner time with your family. Here in Maringá, my sister, my parents, John, were having dinner, and I was going back to school around 7. And I'm like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
never home for dinner. And that was frustrating. So, eu não sei se a galera tá, I think we are not on anymore. But it's okay because I'm recording it, so I can show
Okay.
them
Perfect.
later. Yeah. Okay. You said, actually, there is a question here about Brazilian food to ask you. I love it when you said that you like Brazilian food, but do you remember
Yes.
what?
Pão de queijo.
Oh
And
my gosh.
uh um well, churrascarias, of course, like going to the Brazilian barbecues. What was those fried things we would get from the street cart early in the morning?
Early in the morning? Fried?
After your graduation party, we were out
pastel!
partying in the street. Pastel, yeah. Man, your mom would make some really good food. She made that dessert with the chocolate and the strawberries.
Merengue.
Merengue.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't even know what that means in Portuguese, but that's the name, merengue. I think it's kind of a dance. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Merengue.
The merengue.
Merengue.
Yeah. Your mom made this dish one night that was like meat, but it was rolled up and it had like vegetables inside of it, like corn and other things. I don't remember, but I remember that. It was very good.
Were there some sticks in the middle of it, holding the whole thing together? Okay. That's called, we say pan meat. Carne de panela. It makes no sense. It's something very Brazilian and very simple.
Yeah.
With rice.
But it was so good.
But you know what?
And then we would eat just like cheese and meat at night and for snacks. And the bread is so good there because you guys make it fresh.
Yes, we do. Galera, vocês estão entendendo o que ela está falando? Olha só, a Sarah, eu perguntei para ela o que ela mais gostava no Brasil, né? Qual a experiência dela, o que ela mais gostava, sobre a nossa cultura, essa visão dela do Brasil. E ela começou dizendo justamente que ela veio 2 vezes para cá, e ela gostou demais. A primeira vez eles foram para São Paulo, para o Rio, para Foz. Eu os acompanhei até Foz. E aí ela falou que ela percebeu um senso de gratidão muito grande, da gente apreciar as coisas que a gente tem, a gente ser grato, a gente ser muito amigável. Só que ela disse que se ela fosse escolher, ela preferia a segunda vez. Porque a segunda vez ela veio para a minha formatura. Então, aquela semana a gente tirou para visitar os amigos, entregar convite da minha formatura, para experimentar vestido, para fazer coisas que normalmente eu não fazia. E ela até disse, a gente tinha vizinhos com a gente, festando assim, coisas de família mesmo, mas que lá eles não têm. A gente foi aqui na minha cidade, tem uma igreja chamada tem a catedral, e tem uma praça gigantesca, a gente foi para lá um domingo à tarde. Elas ficaram, acho que 1 semana, 8 dias aqui. E ela falou, ela até deu risada, falou, a gente não faz isso aqui, de ir para uma praça, faz, né? Tem o Central Park, eles têm essas... Mas ali em Denver, não. Ela falou que era legal porque a gente podia ir a pé para casa de algumas pessoas à noite, que não tinha perigo nenhum. E eu até falei para ela que, infelizmente, isso na minha cidade, nos últimos 8 anos, 10 anos, mudou assim drasticamente. Isso que ela veio já tem mais que 10 anos, né? Foi quando eu me formei. Então, ela está comentando que ela amou a comida, amou as pessoas, ela conheceu muitos amigos meus, ela adorou o jeito das pessoas, que a gente é muito unido, que a gente se ajuda. Na época, eu tinha 25 anos, a minha irmã e eu, a gente dividia o mesmo quarto. Até porque eu sou gêmea, desde sempre a gente dormiu, até quando tinha quarto extra, a gente sempre dormiu juntas. E ela falou, isso nos Estados Unidos não é tanto. A família dela até é uma família mais unida, mas não é tanto quanto os americanos mesmo, eles são mais individualistas, assim. E ela gostou muito disso. E ela comentou da comida, que ela amou a comida. Daí eu perguntei para ela qual foi a comida. E ela falou igualzinho a Terry, pão de queijo. Your mom said the first thing that she mentioned when I asked her that was pão de queijo.
Pão de queijo?
Pão de queijo, igual a mãe dela. Aí ela lembrou de um negócio frito que a gente comia de manhã. Eu falei, de manhã? Ela falou, depois da festa. Depois da formatura, a gente veio aqui pro centro da cidade, a gente foi comer pastel, 7 horas da manhã. A gente saiu do baile, era 6h30. E ninguém bêbado, ninguém nada. Então foi uma coisa muito gostosa. Ela viu a galera se divertindo normal, assim. E a minha mãe também fez uma receita chamada merengue, que é com morangos, chocolate e suspiro, ela gostou demais. Minha mãe fez carne de panela, que é enrolar a carne com cenoura, mais algum outro vegetal, legume, enfim, e juntar tudo com um palito, né? Então ela gostou também. E aí a gente estava comendo, ela tá só comentando mesmo dos gostos dela aqui no Brasil. Sarah, let me see something else I want to ask you too. I can't forget. Okay. How many? You've been to Brazil twice. Oh,
2 times. Yeah.
When I was in America, you didn't come with your parents down to Brazil. Janelle did. Oh, Janelle.
Yeah.
Quando eu estava lá, os pais dela vieram para o Brasil, com o time das meninas, né? O time de futebol das meninas. E eles, para quem aqui não estava na live da semana passada, a Terry e o Will, na época, eram treinadores. O marido dela, na verdade, ela ajudava a treinar um time de futebol e também tinha das meninas. Os 4 meses que eu passei lá, eles vieram para o Brasil, obviamente eu não vim. E eles trouxeram o time das meninas, e quem veio não foi a Sarah, foi a irmã dela, a Janela. Okay, I always tell people about Denver. I know there are many. You know how I know it's snowing in Denver? Wow.
How?
Well, first, because I am so crazy over Denver that I uploaded an app on my phone and I can see the weather forecast. Pathetic.
No way.
I know, pathetic, right? Yeah, I know. I keep
love
saying
it. It's great.
Yeah. And so I know when it's raining, when it's snowing, I'm like, oh man, it's snowing. And I'm here. But it's been very rainy and chilly here in Brazil. Go figure. It's summertime and it's supposed to be boiling, but it's actually very good. Yeah, very cozy, but not cold, just chilly, just a little chilly. Anyways, and I always tell people about Denver because I love Denver very much and all the cities around. Could you tell us a little about Denver? How would you explain Denver to people? Not only Denver
now
downtown.
Or when you came.
Please
Denver's
don't break the
now.
magic. I want to go back.
Denver is so busy now. It's so popular. So many people have moved to Denver and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's very expensive to live here now.
Oh yeah?
You couldn't afford to live here. I can't afford to move out on my own. It's too expensive.
Oh my
The city's
gosh.
way too expensive. Yeah. Denver is changed a lot. The pandemic has changed too. But there is downtown Denver, nobody goes to downtown Denver anymore. It's dirty. A lot of homeless people live down there now.
Oh my gosh, what about downtown Street 16?
Yeah, nope. Doesn't really exist anymore.
Oh my gosh.
I know, it's changed a lot. Oh. Yeah, it's really sad. But Denver, I mean, of course, Denver is amazing. Everybody wants to move here. And so everybody is moving here because we're so close to the mountains and because the weather is really great. And, you know, like a lot of people just wanted to move to a beautiful city near the mountains where the climate is awesome. And, you know, we have it's a big city. So we have everything that you would need here. You know, a lot of entertainment, a lot of big stores, a lot of even like specialty food stores. There's a lot more like vegan restaurants now and a lot more vegetarian restaurants now and stores for all of that kind of stuff. A lot of natives like us, and you know what I mean, natives, we were born here, are starting to move out of Colorado because there's so many people moving into Colorado. Making it very expensive, yes. And the political climate here has really changed, and that's making a lot of natives move out of the city. So it's different here. You would recognize it, but when you drive north out of our house, it is city for a long time now. It's not, we don't live out in the country anymore like we used to.
Oh my gosh. Eu perguntei para ela como que ela descreveria Denver para as pessoas. E ela até perguntou, Denver de quando você estava aqui ou Denver agora? Aí eu ainda brinquei e falei, não vai quebrar a magia, hein? Porque eu quero voltar para Denver. Mas ela disse que mudou muito e a pandemia também mudou muito. Porque assim, eu até perguntei para ela sobre o centro da cidade, a Rua 16. Era uma rua mágica, tinha até uma charrete com um cavalo branco lindo que ele te levava de cima para baixo. Aí também tinha um trem que te levava, lindo assim, fofo, que te levava de cima, de uma ponta para outra. A Rua 16 era linda e ela falou que praticamente não existe, tem muito morador de rua, muitas questões políticas no Colorado que mudaram e alguma, até já sei o que ela está querendo dizer, e realmente deixou a cidade com um cheiro diferente, com um ar diferente. E que tanta... Mas Denver, ela falou, é maravilhosa. Denver tá perto das montanhas, que tem um clima incrível, um visual deslumbrante no verão, no outono, no inverno. Quer dizer, na primavera, é lindo lá. Denver é uma cidade com uma estrutura incrível, muita oportunidade. Então, muitas pessoas de dentro dos Estados Unidos estão se mudando para lá. Pessoas da Califórnia, isso eu já conversei com uma outra amiga que até citou, Califórnia, Boston, uma galera de outras cidades estão indo para Denver. E tem muito também brasileiro, até vou perguntar isso para ela. Cresceu muito o número de brasileiros indo para Denver. Está quase ficando tão conhecido quanto uma Orlando daqui a pouco. Então, tem alguns nativos ali que nasceram no Colorado, que estão saindo do Colorado para outras regiões. Por quê? Porque está ficando caro morar lá. Ela falou mesmo, não dá, ela falou, não, ela não consegue se manter sozinha em Denver. Que a gente brasileiro também vai para lá, ainda mais com essa questão da moeda, é difícil. Então, que ficou muito cara, que mudou muita coisa. E eles moram numa cidade chamada Thornton, que é município de Denver. E ela falou assim que agora, quando você pega ali a avenida, eles não têm mais aquela ideia de morar no subúrbio. Subúrbio, assim que eu falo, regiões residenciais. Já é uma cidade grande. Oh my gosh! I cannot believe it.
It's really sad. When you drive along the highway and stuff, there's homeless camps all along the sides of the streets and stuff. I know, it's really sad. Downtown Denver is that way, and nobody goes to downtown anymore. And they probably haven't for a couple of years.
Oh. Ela disse que que muita gente não está indo mais para o centro de Denver. Claro, quem trabalha lá trabalha, mas só para isso mesmo. Ela está dizendo que tem até acampamento de moradores de rua lá. Você passa, você vê um monte de acampamento assim que mudou muita coisa. Gosh, that's not nice. Denver has always been so special.
No.
You know, there are many Brazilians
in Denver. I ruined the magic.
Are you totally?
There are a lot.
There's
a lot of Brazilians here. Yeah.
One of the reasons I wanted to I chose actually Denver when I first went there for the interchange program was because I wouldn't find as many Brazilians as I would if I went to Orlando, for example, which, by the way, for me, it's just another city. It's nice, but it's nothing special. You don't practice English. It's not American, in my opinion, which is fine. But when I go to America, I want to feel I'm in America. Now there are so many. I have friends and students who have family living in Denver. I said, oh, come on, people. Tô falando para ela que...
So many people have moved to Denver in the last 10, 15 years. Our population is just growing so fast. And it's not just from the US, it's from other countries too. There's a lot of Russians here too. I don't know why, but...
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Interesting. Eu falei para ela que tem muito brasileiro morando lá e ela mesma concordou. Tem gente de tudo quanto é lugar lá agora em Denver. Então, ela falou que nos últimos 10, 15 anos as coisas mudaram mesmo. Gente, a gente não está querendo ser nacionalista, bairrista, preconceituoso. É só porque realmente era uma cidade grande, que você tem tudo, muitas oportunidades, o custo de vida era excelente. E a última vez que eu fui como turista, fiquei só 30 dias, mas isso já tem alguns anos. Realmente eu vi diferença, mas não muito. Mas ela mesma está dizendo que já tem 10, 15 anos que essa diferença começou. Mas, é claro, quando você vai como turista, você não percebe muito isso. Oh, my gosh. Anyways, can I ask you a question? You don't need to answer if you don't want to, because I don't know how comfortable you feel with this question. It's just a curiosity I have. Are you happy, or are you at least not unhappy with the new president, the president-elect?
I don't know. I can talk about it. It's very controversial. It's so, there's a lot of division here about it. Neither are good. None of them are good. So it's kind of like,
let's wait and see.
Let's wait and see, because nothing is good here. I am worried about it, about what is going to come in the next few years, especially with the economy. And things are just difficult here as far as the political climate goes. It's tough. It's hard. A lot of people just walk on eggshells every day. Nobody wants to talk about it, but everybody wants to talk about it because it's heavy. in a way. Mentally, it's heavy, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we're worried about it as an entrepreneur and as a small business person. It's not good for me. There is a lot of socialist ideas with the new president, and that's not good. So they would probably say no, but if you really look at the facts, that it is that way. And the media is not doing a good job showing what's really going on here.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it is embellished or is fake, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not good either.
Yeah.
What do you guys know and think? It's interesting to talk to people.
Yeah, let me just show them, just make sure they got it. Eu perguntei para ela se ela se sente confortável, se ela gostaria de responder, se não, tudo bem, mas qual é a visão dela sobre o novo presidente, o presidente eleito, né? Biden e a Kamala. Aí ela disse que ela pode falar sobre isso e ela fala que ela não sabe. Eu perguntei se ela está feliz ou se pelo menos ela não está infeliz. Ela disse que ela não sabe, que ela está preocupada, como é uma empresa pequena ainda que ela tem, empreendedora, como enfim, em relação à economia, com algumas ideias, alguns princípios, algumas coisas que a mídia mostra, que é lindo, maravilhoso, mas não é bem assim, é muita coisa falsa. Olha para os fatos, são preocupantes. Então ela falou que tá um clima pesado, que as pessoas não gostam de ficar falando muito, mas todo mundo quer falar, porque tá todo mundo tenso, preocupado, e que ela, querendo ou não, nenhuma opção realmente era muito boa, ela disse, né? Mas que ela tá preocupada, e as pessoas em geral, no meio dela, né, claro, estão tensas com os próximos anos, especialmente no que diz respeito à economia. Aí ela perguntou o que nós sabemos a respeito, o que nós achamos, e eu vou responder para ela. Well, to be really honest, I did not follow the whole campaign.
Good.
Yeah, I have been really closer to political world. I have, as an experience, I have joined, I have fought, but it's really here in Brazil, we learn how to get frustrated with politics very easily and fast. So when Trump was elected, I was like, what? And it's not even because, Obama, I like Obama, but I did not follow the whole thing. I can say, I can say what we talked about in the past, my other American friends, but I can't say I really know what he has done to the country and if I agree with what he did. So after Trump was elected, I was like, oh my gosh, that's so, I didn't see that coming.
Weird. Yeah, nobody did.
Trump? I mean, come on, Trump? Yeah. I mean, can you imagine for us Brazilians? We have seen him on movies. We have seen him on You're Fired. We have seen him on reality shows.
Right.
And then he's the president of America. So after the whole thing, you know, the whole campaign started all over again, I wasn't really in the mood as I wasn't here in Brazil. But here I am going to vote. If I'm going to vote, I have to be responsible. So get the facts. Think about it. Read, but what am I going to read? Who is going to tell me the truth? So, you know, for something that I liked about Biden is that his wife is a teacher. She's a doctor. So I think it's a good thing. I'm a teacher, so that's just this connection. Just because I think we could talk, there would have something for us to talk about. The second thing that is cool is the vice president being a woman, but not because I think this is the real thing. I think men and women are both equally capable of doing a great job. It's not about...
Exactly.
Yeah, that's not a flag I would, because, you know, in our previous campaigns here, the last election we've had, there was a possible vice president as a woman, and I did not vote for her. I don't know if I can say that, but anyways, so it's not like a flag I want to show people, you know, that, this is something, but this is cool. This is a woman, and I liked her, but I don't know their ideals, their principles, their values to actually give a reasonable opinion. Eu tô dizendo para ela aqui que eu não segui muito, eu não segui quase nada da campanha do Biden, que quando eu gostava do Obama, social, né, aquilo que eu via, mas que eu também não tenho como falar o que ele fez e não fez pelo Brasil, pelos Estados Unidos, só o que eu e ela já conversamos. Então eu não posso nem dizer que eu segui o Obama. E que quando o Trump foi eleito, eu falei, oi, Trump? Eu via ele no Você Tá Demitido, reality shows, filmes, mas nunca presidente. Então aí meio que você ficou, eu achei esquisito, eu achei, nossa, e realmente eu não segui, né? Mas aqui no Brasil já era difícil seguir, mas por responsabilidade, vou votar, sou cidadã, tenho que seguir. Mas que é uma situação muito tensa. Então eu não segui muito, mas a única coisa que eu gostei, assim, por ter uma vice-presidente mulher, que eu acho interessante, mas homens e mulheres, na minha opinião, são igualmente capazes de fazer um bom trabalho. E pelo fato da esposa, a primeira-dama, ser professora, eu acho que a gente teria muita coisa para conversar, mas eu não posso falar que eu sei os valores, os princípios deles, então os ideais, então não tenho como opinar muito. Foi isso que uma opinião real, né, razoável sobre eles. Alrighty. Wow. We were very intelligent right now. Our conversation was really deep and smart. I remember when I was living with you, I remember I started having a conversation with Michael about politics, and he was only 16. And I was like, I was 23 back then. And I was like, how on earth do you know all that? And he goes, you don't know these things about your country? I said, Michael, I'm 23, I'm beautiful. Of course I don't know these things. I mean, I was just joking with him.
No,
because he was so young.
Best response. Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
He reads a lot and listens to a lot of scientists and economists and people like that. So he gets a lot of information. He studies it a lot. So he thinks that it will be a good presidency, not because Biden is good, but because our country is so ready for something good to happen. Does that make sense? Yeah. Like the pandemic to be over. So it doesn't matter who the president was. People are just going to be happy when the pandemic's over and life is going to be so much better, or get back to normal, concerts and going out and hanging out with people and going to restaurants and things, that it wouldn't matter who the president was, but that president is going to get the credit for life being good. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like,
totally.
oh, life was so good when so-and-so was the president. But it's not because of the president that life is so good. It's just that life will be good when things get back to normal and things are starting to open back up and be much better here now. And people are totally associating it, and that's not the case. I mean, Biden just took office last week, and he's not the reason things are opening back up, but that's what people in their brain are doing. So it makes sense.
Eu comecei a falar para ela que eu falei que a nossa conversa tá bem inteligente, bem culta. Aí ela deu risada e eu falei que eu lembro que quando eu morei com eles, eu tinha 23 anos e o irmão mais novo dela tinha 16. E aí a gente foi conversar de política e o menino sabia um monte de coisa até do meu país e ele virou para mim e falou, você não sabe essas coisas do Brasil? E eu falei, brincando, porque eu não tinha o que falar, eu fiquei constrangida, eu falei para ele, Michael, eu sou bonita, é claro que eu não sei, eu tenho vida social. Daí a gente caiu na risada, porque não tem nada a ver, é só porque eu tava sem graça que eu não sabia. E aí ela fez um comentário que ele lê muito, que ele conversa com pessoas que leem muito, que pesquisam, que estudam, né? E que ele acredita que esse presidente agora, o Biden, vai ser um bom presidente, porque também as pessoas estão prontas para um retorno à normalidade, uma novidade de vida, mas que não tem a ver com o presidente, mas que as pessoas estão associando, né, por causa dessa novidade, novo presidente, mas ele vai levar o crédito de uma coisa que está se encaminhando, que é o fim da pandemia, possivelmente voltar a ter show, restaurantes, as pessoas se encontrarem, saúde mental da nação, né? Okay, but let's just not talk smart. I mean, come on. It's
okay.
Us. Okay. So I'm just joking. Oh, I meant I've actually, there is another question here. Just let me, yeah. It's about your cooking.
Mine?
Yeah.
Okay.
just let me tell them something about you, and then I'll tell you something about yourself. Gente,
Okay.
ela fazia uma comida, um prato, acho que mexicano, eu não tenho certeza, quando eu morei lá. E ela é o tipo da pessoa que ela gosta de cozinhar, ela gosta de trabalhar com as mãos, ela é uma pessoa super assim, da naturalidade, tanto que foi uma coisa que ela gostou aqui no Brasil, né? De ser natural, orgânico, fresco. E ela fazia muita coisa pra gente, sempre foi assim, um coraçãozão mesmo, cozinhar pra gente. E eu quero perguntar para ela, eu vou perguntar para ela com que frequência ela tem cozinhado agora nessa rotina louca dela, e vou tomar a liberdade de fazer uma pergunta aqui bem pessoal, se ela ainda lembra, se ela faz aquele prato. Okay, I was telling them that when we were living together in Denver, you used to be like with this beautiful heart, and you used to love to cook for the entire family. And you were very sweet, and you were always, okay, I'm going to make something good. I'm going to make something different. And I remember because you were like fresh food and you like healthy food. But I remember you made those, it's a Mexican dish. It's like enchiladas.
Enchiladas. Yeah, I was just
Okay.
going to say enchiladas. I know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah, okay. Ela sabe que eu tava falando de. Okay, how often do you cook now? Because you've been very, very busy. Do you still cook very often?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Have you been?
I just do it ahead of time, or I'll put it in the crock pot in the morning before I leave, so it cooks all day.
Okay.
You know.
Mm-hmm. What about enchiladas? Have you been cooking enchiladas?
We only make those a couple times a year, if
What?
that. It's not something we make all the time. Because it's not very fresh. It comes from a can.
I know. Ela tá dizendo justamente
it's kind of comfort food. It's kind of it's one of those things like, oh yeah, let's make those when you want to be bad and you want it like something really good. Yeah.
Ela tá dizendo justamente assim, ela falou que ela faz umas 2 vezes no ano só, porque não é a comida fresca. É uma comida quando você tá precisando, vou falar aqui no nosso português, pôr o pé na jaca. Então there is this fruit here in Brazil. I don't think there is this fruit in America. It's called jaca. It's a big green fruit. And in the middle of it, there is the fruit in the inside. People can even make that into, I don't know, kind of a meat for vegans.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I know exactly what you're talking. It stinks, doesn't it?
Yeah, totally.
Oh, so bad.
There's an expression here in Brazil. When you can say stamp, or when you put your feet onto this jaca, it means when you just want to do bad things about your food habits, and you want to eat something bad that does not do good for your health, we say, vou enfiar o pé na jaca. You can say, I will stick my foot into or onto whatever, because I don't even understand that expression. Jaca.
I don't either.
I don't know.
That's okay.
Yeah. It's just like, let's eat whatever. It's just because I remember that, and it was delicious. But of course, not fresh food.
It varies, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember when I made lasagna in your house?
Yes.
For your family? And
do.
we tried so hard.
Ela foi fazer lasanha na minha casa quando ela veio para o Brasil, para toda a minha família, e a gente tentou de tudo, porque eu não sei, ela falava umas coisas que eu não sei nem em português o nome. Remember, you used to know all the ingredients, the names, and I was looking for, I couldn't help you at first because I didn't even know the name in Portuguese, because I didn't used to cook, and I was like,
right,
well, I don't know what you're talking about. It was so cool.
It was the same when we made pancakes at the
base.
At the base, and we were like, we need baking soda and vanilla and syrup, and you're like, what?
Oh, we have syrup here, and it's delicious. You know how much it costs? It costs 80 reais. 80.
What?
80. Yes.
Come on, Charlie.
80 reais.
I have a friend.
Oh, you do? Oh, huh? Are you in my room?
Charlie. I am.
You are in my room.
Charlie.
Hi. How many dogs do you have there?
Charlie and Sadie, and then Mabel.
Oh, 3?
Michael and Aaron's dog, Mabel. So yeah, we have 3.
Oh, okay. Honey.
Yes, I'm in your room.
I know. Do you still have that fear? Those 3 letters? No.
No, I don't know where they are.
Exactly. I need to go back home. Gente, eu perguntei se ela tá no meu quarto, o quarto que era meu quando eu fiquei a última vez. Yes, and she's there. So, honey, I just want to say thank you for taking the time to be here with us and answering our questions and talking to us. Muito obrigada por você ter tirado esse tempo para estar aqui com a gente, responder as perguntas, participar, deixar seu depoimento, sua experiência. Muito obrigada. Thank you very much.
You are so welcome. Thank you. Obrigado.
Bye.